This is such a good question, and one I think is really important if you're going to do Pinterest. What is the difference between using the Pinterest scheduler and the Tailwind scheduler? There is nothing wrong with the Pinterest scheduler, and they've actually recently added a bulk edit option so that we can now bulk edit pins in one go, which is amazing. However, when you schedule a Pinterest pin on the Pinterest scheduler, you can only upload it and place it in one board at a time. Tailwind, on the other hand, I can upload a Pinterest pin and I can schedule it to go out on multiple boards. So if I want to just stick to the Pinterest scheduler, what I would have to do is upload the pin. And then if I wanted to add it to other boards, I'd have to either do it manually or then use Tailwind to do it. Whereas when I upload directly to Tailwind, I can actually add it to multiple different boards. So one pin could become 5 pins if I'm going to put it on 5 different boards. There is obviously pros and cons to using either or. And what I actually like to do a lot of the time is upload my pins to Pinterest, and then I'll use Tailwind to repin them to multiple boards. But there's also nothing wrong, and it's obviously a huge time saver if you just upload everything to Tailwind and then you can add it to multiple different boards. You can even on Tailwind schedule exactly how much time you want in between it going on each board. So if you're going to upload a pin to 5 different boards, you could have it going out weekly on each board. Monday, the 1st of January, it goes out on the first board. Then Monday, the 7th of January, it goes out on the next board. Monday, the 14th of January, and so on and so on and so on. So if you're just starting your Pinterest journey and you're not really wanting to invest in Tailwind yet, I completely get that, in which case the Pinterest scheduler is fine to use. However, I will add that it means that you're going to have to either just have each pin going out on one board, or you're going to have to manually go through each pin and manually pin it to different boards, which is not only time consuming, but you also will then want to track that you're not pinning the same links over and over. And again, it can just get quite complicated. So I really do recommend having Tailwind. Like I said, even if I upload directly through the Pinterest scheduler, which I do a lot and I do for my clients, I still have Tailwind ready so that I can repin that uploaded pin onto multiple boards. And I also use Tailwind to repin other people's pins in minutes, in almost seconds. So when it comes to repinning other people's pins, obviously you can go through and just repin manually, which would get a bit time consuming if I was doing that every day. Or I can use the Tailwind browser extension once a week or even once a month to go in and do a mass load of repinning of other people's pins onto my boards. They'll then be scheduled out throughout the month, meaning my schedule will look a little bit like this, jam-packed full of my pins and other people's pins without me having to manually go through pinning people's pins. So to conclude, I really recommend that you get Tailwind. However, if it's not in your budget right now, the Pinterest pin scheduler is absolutely fine. You can bulk edit, which is a huge time saver. It just means that you'll have to manually repin if you want it on multiple different boards. But if you have any questions about it, drop them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them.